see my little boy.
There he is.
All right, Kitty. And I'm gonna want you to give me your voice. Not.
Yeah, this is my voice.
That. Wow, that claps.
Claps.
That bop. It really claps.
It really wigs. I don't know what I'm
This
talking
cannot
about.
possibly be the start.
No.
Who are you? Who the hell are you?
Oh God, I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And we're
Dango Duo!
And we're really old, so we don't know. What's a wig other than a thing that you put on for cosplays?
Hey grandkids, welcome back to Dango Duo, where we
And
talk
Yanto's
about
here.
the anime.
Yanto's here too.
Kitty, we're back. It's our first tutorial in a little bit.
Other than Pokemon cards, which are coming.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hope
Wink. At some point.
It's coming.
In case you're wondering where we have been, we've been really busy. Also, this is going to be a podcast because time is limited.
Because listen.
Kitty is working full-time at Silphco.
Yep.
And I am fucking getting my novels out.
Yep.
So, that's, if you want to ever catch up to what we're doing in real life and want to know exactly what we're up to, follow us on Twitter.
Yep.
In the description below.
I don't know when the Love Life cards come out and the Brandor cards come out.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. And you can follow me for rambles on my daily work routine, as well as just general rants on bad writing. I was tearing a new one to...
Read Only Memories.
Yeah, Read Only Memories. That fucking game's bad.
And occasionally Yanto pictures.
I want to take a video of him playing, because he was being really loud. He was, like, playing with his little mousey.
Yeah.
Putting on a show, because he's a cat.
He's my baby.
But I was like, I should probably also finish this task.
Yeah.
So, Kitty, what are we going to be talking about today? Oh, I have the notes.
You have the notes. Today, we finished this a while ago because we marathoned it in like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
But
we have to get this video out
so we can watch the last season. It's My Hero Academia Season 2.
2.
Twice as long as the first season.
Twice as long. One might even argue twice as good.
Honestly.
This includes 2 arcs, the basically tournament arc and the Stain arc. Kitty, what... Actually, why am I asking you the format? I'm the format person. The format for this video is going to follow are kind of like light editorials. We're going to tell you a summary of what this anime is all about, what we like the most, what we dislike the most, our recommendation, and then we're going to step into the spoiler zone light, where you can kind of... Where each of us will spoil one thing from this season to kind of get you interested into checking it out. Of course, if you're
one of the few people who hasn't seen it yet,
yeah,
which we've convinced 2 people to already. So,
if you are interested in what My Hero Academia is, we're not gonna go into the basic setup of it because we already did a reaction to that. It should be in the recommended tab. We did a full reaction to season 1, and now we're here with season 2.
Catch you up on what season 2 is, basically, and then jump in from there.
Kitty, what's season 2 of My Hero Academia all about?
Well, the first arc is the tournament arc, which is the school sports festival arc, which is basically just a tournament for all intents and purposes. Everybody goes up against each other. There's some wacky games at the start, and then it's actual fighting towards the end of the tournament. A lot of shit happens. A lot of character development. A lot of crazy shit.
Yep.
And then immediately following that arc, we go into the internship/stain arc, where all the kids go intern with different superhero companies or superheroes, and a new villain gets introduced.
Yep.
Stain.
So yeah, we have a tournament arc, which we all know is the meat and potatoes of every shonen's
Death of a shonen.
Or the death of a shonen, let's be real here. And of course, the introduction of a real super villain, which we haven't had in this show.
I mean, we had the League of Villains, and 2 of them were pretty threatening.
Yeah, but like actually encountering it as opposed to, whoops, they surprised us here.
Yeah.
And I think it's especially for, the show that it's a Japanese take on Western style superheroes.
Yeah.
I'll just come out and say this right now. Fucking Stain is fucking great.
It's pretty cool.
It's really fucking cool. But
good design.
But that was not my favorite thing about this one season. Kitty, what was your favorite thing about My Hero Academia Season 2?
Like I said a little bit, there's so much character development that goes into this season. Like, holy shit. For a fucking tournament arc and then a villain arc, there's so much that goes into this. And I will lightly touch on, one of the main things, but we get development for Deku, we
Yup.
get All Might, we get Ochako, Ida, Todoroki, a little bit of Tokoyami even.
Yeah.
Some of the background characters. Momo gets her own full episode basically, which is great.
You're forgetting.
I'm forgetting the one that surprised us the most and made us actually interested. Bakugo.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which one were you thinking of?
No, I was thinking of Bakugo.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you holding back on Bakugo?
Because Bakugo
just put it on the table.
character development, and we actually gave a shit.
Yeah, honestly, we have actually come around to Bakugo.
Yeah.
And
it's not like he's our favorite character, but
no, but we actually have come to understand.
Where
And
he
honestly,
comes from
honestly, sorry to interrupt.
no worries.
What did it for me is that the camera is actually like. In the previous season, they treated him as being irrational. In this season, the camera is literally going, Bakugo, calm your shit.
Yeah.
You need some help.
Yeah, and I feel like I've seen very tiny bits of season 3, but I feel like it's gonna come to a head in season 3, which I'm very much
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that.
Excited for.
So you are the most happy for character development all the way around. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I mean, freaking, we're not going to talk about Todoroki in the spoiler zone, but
No,
Jesus
no.
Christ, he gets so much development. And it's you learn his whole character, essentially.
Well, the setup for his
lot of
character,
it.
because he still has a lot of potential going forward. I
It's
feel like
true. You learn him up until this point, and now that he's moving forward, it's oh my gosh, this is so much more character development that I wasn't even expecting.
To be entirely honest, the thing that I want to talk about in your point is that it's very unfortunate that in stories that are not as well written as My Hero Academia, we cannot understate this. My Hero Academia is a very well written show.
It has foreshadowing.
It has foreshadowing. It has
themes.
Character-centric story. There isn't an overarching plot of we must, save the world. This is about people and their own particular goals. And
even when we get introduced to the big villain at the end of season 2, it's not he's gonna take over the world. We gotta stop him.
Yeah.
It's it's more of a personal thing.
It's almost, I don't want to call it a grudge because it's not a grudge,
Yeah.
but it's a personal thing.
It's a personal fight more than anything else.
And the thing that I've said this forever in my other channel is that I don't relate to the struggle of saving the world because that's a fantasy thing. That's kind of of course you want to save the world because otherwise you have nowhere to be in.
You have nowhere to live.
But the personal struggle of I want to protect this person, or I want to, show my dad that he's an asshole. Stuff like that is way more relatable and inherently much more interesting to me.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, when you have basically the background characters get character development, you can fall into the regular shonen pit trap of welcome to this filler episode
of the week
where we're never gonna reference this ever again, and these characters will not change as people. But in this scenario, like in the case of Momo, we have her changing.
She learns to grow more confident, which is amazing.
And of course, Todoroki changes, Bakugo's changing, Dekugo's changing as well, not only his abilities, but also in his own approach to things.
Ochako even.
Ochako as well. And Ida.
Oh my god, Ida. We'll talk about Ida.
And these are characters who are intertwined into the narrative, so it feels as though, even though our main character is not, the focus of the episode.
Of every episode.
The story is moving forward because people are changing, and changing for the better.
Most of the time.
I mean,
Ida kind of goes.
Yeah. I mean, but that was part of his arc, though.
That's part of the thing.
Yeah. It's called an arc for a reason. Am I right? Is there anything else you want to say? I'm sorry that I kind of broke in, but I had,
No worries. Yeah.
We have so much to say about this season.
Yeah, this is a great season.
You mind if I jump in?
Go for it.
My favorite thing, and I had to think about it because I really do love the character development. Like Todoroki, Deku.
You can't both have the same positive and negative.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Foreshadowing. My favorite thing, and one of the things that I was talking with Kitty, is that, in shonen anime, when we do the tournament arc, or when we do, the next wave, the Spirit Society arc, you dump a new set of characters. It's like, here's the DLC character pack number 1, and you always have losers. You always have characters who don't fit, but they're just they have to look different.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
I'm gonna have a weird guy with, white skin and, a fucking black visor thing.
Yep.
Fucking Bleach. And I'm this, it's weird, but I mean, I guess that's fine. the thing with the new characters introduced in season 2 of My Hero Academia is that they all feel like they belong in this world, and none of their designs are losers. They're all winners.
Yeah, they all convey like their character or something about them.
Or they look really cool.
They're just fucking cool.
I'm
Girl.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Jesus Girl.
Yeah.
Jesus Girl. We freaking have the boy who needs some sleep. Shiza needs some sleep.
We have
freaking
Steel Boy.
Yeah, I actually,
the perfect countertype to Rock Boy.
I love Steel Boy. And the other thing that I wanted to bring up is that these characters that are introduced immediately come back for the internships.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of them come back. Like, I can't wait for Shizu to show up again.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, Steel Boy comes back, Arm Girl comes back.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see them again, because it makes them feel as though, yes, there are characters in this world, and they didn't just cease to exist after the tournament arc.
No, they're still, like, they're in the class right next door, most of them.
Yeah. And the other thing that I just want to slide under the door, and they come back for, like, little quips, like, you know, fucking asshole boy.
Yeah, just jumps into any conversation he can.
Yeah. Literally being that Vine.
Yeah.
Hate everybody in this fucking school.
Hey, dude. Fake ass bitch.
Fake ass bitch. But I completely lost my point.
Everybody comes back.
Oh, their powers are also interesting.
Yeah.
Shizo's power is so fucking cool.
So cool.
And I love that we have the conversation. Like,
about,
literally,
like,
people in the stands are like, wow, well, of course he didn't get picked for, like, the A class because he doesn't have combat abilities.
Yeah.
But if I had that guy in my team, we would catch all the criminals.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love that they pointed out the flaws in the system, which to me that really feels as though
that fleshes out the world.
It's almost as though someone actually thought about this and wasn't just tossing shit at the wall, or, you know, was writing it week to week.
Yeah. Bleach, I'm looking at you.
I was thinking of Ava.
That too.
I lost so much respect for Ava when I realized that fucking Anna was writing it week to week and didn't fucking know what the fuck he was doing.
Fair.
Now, you want to say anything about the characters?
They're all really good.
Who's your favorite new character, Kitty?
I really like Jesus/Vine Girl.
Yeah, Jesus Girl's pretty good. What about Gadget Girl?
Gadget Girl's really good. Yeah, no.
I love that she was playing her own game.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm not here for the gold.
I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to get recruited for, like, a fighting superhero agency. I'm here to get my invention scene.
This is the Super Bowl. I'm going to get my ad in.
Exactly.
It's going to get so many
She's
retweets.
a football player who got her ad in instead of actually playing.
Mine's probably Shizo.
Yeah, Shizo's really good.
That boy needs some sleep.
He needs to sleep. I like how we get, like, we'll talk about this in your spoiler zone, but we get to know him before we even, like, get his battle, which is really fun.
That's true. Yeah, you get the mystery of, like, what does he do?
Yeah, I love that.
His power is, like, the coolest power.
It's really cool.
And I love that Deku falls for it so bad. Everyone is like, Deku, don't do the thing. And Deku's like, I won't do the thing. Whoops, I already did it.
Ah, shit.
Don't do it again, Deku.
Okay.
Shit.
We'll talk about
Kitty,
that.
this show cannot all be perfect.
No.
What did you dislike the most about My Hero Academia Season 2?
This is both of ours.
It's both of ours.
Mineta is being treated like an actual character instead of a joke now. And I don't like it.
Mineta gets as much screen time as, like, the secondary characters instead of being a tertiary character, which is what he actually is.
Yeah. And
Mineta gets way too much screen time.
And he even gets an episode where he's like treated like a smart dude and a good kid and shit, and I'm like, during the final exam.
Yeah. And honestly, like,
I mean, there is
no
to counteract it, there is, like, his internship is, like, really fucking shitty, which I appreciate, but, like, still he's getting way too much.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, we're having the same issue that we had with Bakugo, where, like, in season 1, where, like, the camera is not treating him as being wrong. And, like, yeah, people are like, wow, he's really smart. Wow, he's really come around. I'm like,
maybe he really does belong in Class 1A.
The answer is no, he doesn't.
No.
But, like, and, like, it doesn't help that, like, his core character is just a horny teenager.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he's not gonna change.
He's not gonna change. And more importantly, like, that joke, like,
falls flat immediately.
It's the only joke he's got.
Yeah,
it's the only joke he's got. And sticky balls. He's got no other joke. He's got nothing else going on. And it's the thing where I'm like, this is a character dead end.
This is a character, not a, like, person.
No. This is a caricature.
Yeah, they're
not a person.
A character.
And, like, it's a little bit annoying because, like, literally, like, I want to recommend this show to real people. I would love to recommend this show to normal people who don't watch anime.
People.
And, like, and there are things that are like appear bad, but then when you actually get to know them, you realize they're really clever. I'll just like this in. The female teacher. Midnight. Like, you look at her the same and you go, wow, why was she dressed like that? And then you learn that her original costume was even sexier than that.
And it brought about a change
they had
in
to
the
make
world.
rules.
They had to make a law for it.
Your costume can't be that sexy, said the law.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's clever. That's very thoughtful, and it makes sense that she would dress herself that way.
Yeah.
And like, the only two problems that this show has from my point of view is Momo's costume, which makes no sense why she would be wearing that. We've seen so many redraws of like, why isn't she just wearing this instead? That actually makes more sense.
Yeah, no.
And Mineta. Mineta is a character who's just there to enable fan service, and it's one of those really tired tropes.
Yeah.
And I feel that if he didn't exist there, the story would only improve.
Yeah, I think so.
He's not enough of a minus to to shatter the story.
No, but it's just annoying whenever you're like, you're saying the exact same joke again.
Yep. Oh, look.
Sticky balls.
Look.
He hoped he would have a sexy internship, but nope.
Yeah. And I know that in season 3, he does the whole the girls are in the pool.
Yuck.
Let's find a way to sneak in.
Yuck.
And I'm like,
please don't.
Fucking Kaminari? Yeah, Shocky Boy. Who's that?
Hard Boy?
No, Shock Boy.
Oh, that might be Kaminari.
Yeah, he gets us in there as well, and I'm like, I kind of get it that he's kind of like...
He's just a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, he's just actually a fucking dumbass. Okay, Kitty, do we recommend My Hero Academia Season 2?
Yes.
Yep, it's good.
It's really good. Even better than
we
the first
binge
season.
watched that in 3 days.
Yeah, we were like...
Yeah, we were like 4 episodes. 9 episodes. Another 9 episodes.
Yeah.
It's over. What happened?
How did this happen?
How did this happen to me? Alright, fucking... You know what you came here for. You want to know. You want access to spoiler
Some of
zone
our thoughts
light.
of some spoilers.
You can tag out now if you want no spoilers, but for those of you who still want a little bit extra, Kitty and I are going to be spoiling you on one thing from this season each. One thing each.
That we either enjoyed or liked watching, etc., etc.
Yep. Do you want me to do mine first, since mine is chronologically...
That's probably good.
Yeah, so if you want to check out after mine. During the tournament arc, Deku finds himself going up against a really powerful foe, and one that almost takes him out right away. And Deku manages to not be eliminated thanks to his power One for All activating. And when this happens, Deku has a vision of several characters, almost as though like, and I don't want to say guiding him, but go like, you got this, kid.
Yeah, it's very. I don't know much about this series, but it's very Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay, yeah. I know nothing about it.
I don't really know much,
but
like it's a thing that's passed on.
And you know, he sees like, you know, these phantoms of all these people. They're kind of like shape, like, not, you don't see their faces, but they look like people.
Blobs, yeah.
And one of them looks like All Might. Later after the tournament finishes, or at least, you know, Deku's match is over.
Yeah.
Deku has a conversation with All Might, and he tells him what he saw. And All Might's expression immediately shifts, and a character present in that scene, I'm being really vague, turns to All Might and says, "So he saw you in there, huh?"
Yeah.
And the implication in the conversation that they had is that the people that Deku saw were all the previous owners of One for All. And
including
All Might.
Who has given his power to Deku.
Yeah.
And what does that mean for All Might?
Yeah. And of course, the implication here
being that
but it's literally
that
like
All Might is losing his power as Deku gains it.
And the way that I saw it, honestly, and this is like the heart-wrenching part of it, is that like, you know, you see those because those are the people who previously existed, who had it, and it's almost like the universe going like, his life energy is not it's not
gonna
here
stay
anymore
here for much longer.
That fucking destroys me, and I love that like they don't outwardly say it, but it's there. It's
there, just in the back of All Might's head.
Yeah.
For like that whole half a season, basically.
Yeah.
Until he tells Deku about the big bad.
Yeah. So like I fucking really love that moment. I love like this happens over the course of like 3 episodes.
I think
or
it's
2
more
episodes?
because like
Because I'm thinking of like
that's his first
Deku's moment in the fight, and then like the conversation at the hospital,
Yeah.
and then All Might finally telling him.
Oh yeah, I guess that is 3 episodes. It takes place over the whole season,
Or
basically.
over the first half of the season?
No, because I thought he told him about one.
It was at the
brawl
very
at
end.
the
Yeah,
very
you're right.
end.
It's after the finals, yeah. So you have this that happens throughout the season, and they talk about it. They don't just forget about it and never mention it ever again. Basement. And it's meaningful to the story. It's immediately linked to the characters, and it doesn't only give you a satisfying moment of I wonder what it means, but it immediately has implications to what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
It feels as though you just discovered a time bomb, and it's like, oh no,
Oh god,
this one's gonna make me sad,
Yep.
and that's fantastic. This is good writing.
Give me that shit.
This is this. I want to recommend this to normal people, but unfortunately, Mineta, I feel like it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah,
And like Bakugo for the first season, I guess maybe you can get over Bakugo.
yeah, I think so.
And in the second
honestly.
season, he's good.
Yeah,
And I love that he spends his whole internship with
Best Jeanist.
Best Jeanist.
because he was like, "You're the third best hero, so I'm going with you."
Up a bottle of jeans and the shoes with the
jeans.
with the jeans. Kitty.
Yeah.
All right. So now Kitty's gonna give us a spoiler from later in the season.
From the second arc, the Stain arc. So at the beginning of the Stain arc, we find... Well, actually, it's at the end of the tournament arc, even. We find that Ida... something happens to one of Ida's family members. And it kind of...
Changes him.
it changes him in, like, a very profound way. So when he gets to the internship, he specifically picks an internship that maybe he wouldn't have picked because of this certain person, what has happened to him. And during this internship, he struggles with himself. He struggles with what it means to be a hero, what it means to, like, take revenge. Is that a thing a hero should ever do or not? And then towards the end, he he's been trying to do this all alone. And in the end, his friends come and help him out. And it's like this really good, like, big battle where everyone's doing their best. And Ida's like, please, you can't, not for me. And they go, but because for you, we're going to do this. It's good shit. And Ida changes profoundly throughout this arc, where you see him, like, break and then, so sort of go into this rage mode of, like, I have to do this, even if it's not necessarily the right thing, but it's something that I need to do, into, like, what is essentially becoming a true hero.
It's true. It's true.
Or understanding what a true hero is.
And honestly, like, I really love that this is real character development, and I love the real conversation about, and I love that the antagonist for the season is a very great foil for what it means to be a hero.
Yeah,
because we have the conversation of, like, you're just here for revenge. How are you the hero? Are you a hero?
Are you really a hero?
You're just here to murder me.
Yeah, which is like his Stain's thing is like, you're not a real hero, so I need to get you out of here.
And I love that Stain envelops and encompasses the idea of the anti-hero from the 90s.
Yeah, so anti-hero.
Yeah, but of course I love that we also have the conversation, from the point of view of Deku, and from the point of view of another character who shows up to, help. And not only that, but also there are permanent changes to Ida.
And consequences.
And consequences from what happened that day.
From his decision to, be slightly irrational.
Permanent
to be pretty irrational.
Changes.
To all of them.
That's
and
fucked
Deku,
up.
too.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
He gets his little scaries.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's fucked up.
Yeah. That's a good rating.
That's a good writing.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm so excited for season 3.
Yeah.
We gotta binge it all in, like...
we have like a week, 2 weeks.
It's like 2 weeks, yeah, so...
We'll get it done in like 3 days.
Yeah. And then we'll be sad for a while, but it's fine.
The thing that I want to bring up that, I know it's, we're kind of here, it's fine. I love the way that I hate it because it's true, and I almost feel like the My Hero Academia author was really looking at American news,
American media,
when the way in which the news handles Stain, and I'm like, you
were doing all the wrong things.
They did exactly all of the fucking wrong things, and it causes exactly what you don't want to see happen when you have the news become obsessed with a serial killer.
Yeah,
and I'm like, of course, and I know that there's like a new character who is quite literally a Stain copycat. Because that's what fucking happens when you idolize fucking murderers.
When you publicize it to this degree and being like, oh, maybe he was right in a way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that shit.
And like, that's very clever. And I fucking hate that like that happens because people's mind to go, well, if this thing is right about what that person said, then maybe everything is right. Maybe they're not as much of a bad person as they were. And the answer is no, yes they are.
No, yes they are. I also like that this all comes out because of like basically a leak. Whereas like this video that should not, be online comes out and everyone's like, oh, this shouldn't be here. We have to watch it. Yeah. And it inspires that sort of like copycat behavior.
Yeah. I guess it's really funny for me because when we were watching that, I was listening to this podcast. It's called Let's Go to Court, where they go over, court cases for murders and like lawsuits and stuff like that. And when we were watching that, I was listening to their episode on the Charles Manson trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the shit that man was fucking saying on the fucking stand is like fucking crazy. But in between all his nonsense and crazy speak, he said like things such as like killing is bad. So people were like, well, he said killing is not bad and killing is not bad. So maybe he isn't as crazy as he says he is. And I'm like, no.
Just because a crazy,
can make
an irrational person can say something like smart once,
doesn't
make them validated.
What's that saying? A broken clock is right twice a day. So there you go. Kitty, do you have any closing thoughts regarding My Hero Academia Season 2?
First OP, really, really good.
Yep.
First ED, really good also.
Second OP?
One,
it really didn't. It was kind of slow.
It was so slow.
I might have
and
to
I get it that was the point of it, but
the second OP,
it wasn't that hype.
Okay.
Well, the second of
My Hero Academia opening 2.
Yes.
Peace Sign.
Peace Sign.
Peace Sign is so fucking good. It's
available to buy on Amazon.
It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good.
Also, I love the ending. It's just all the girls.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I love it.
I know. I actually like the My Hero Academia third ending, the fantasy one. It's cute.
Yeah, that one's cute too.
It's cute.
No, that's really good too.
All right, Kenny, we have a lot of stuff to record today. Let's get the hell out of here. Viewers, if you're interested in My Hero Academia, watch it. It's good.
It's good. It's on Crunchyroll. It might even be on Netflix. I think it's on Hulu also. It's like, just go watch it.
You know what? I'm going to say it right now. This is the best writing in anime.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single anime that, like, touches this level of, like, actually caring about the craft.
Yeah.
I can't think of one. Because, like, we liked Magical Girl Racing Project, but that's based on a light novel. So it's the thing of, like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same as adapting a manga, which,
yeah,
immediately carry, like,
Yeah.
Y'all know. So what I'm saying, check it out. It's good. Fucking good shit. Deku's best.
Deku's
best boy. And I totally get why people ship him with Todoroki.
Yeah.
Because Deku called and Todoroki's like, I'm on my way, fam.
Didn't even have to say anything. I got you.
I got you.
I got you, babe.
Alright. Let's get out of here. Fucking Shizo. That boy, get that boy some milk so he can sleep.
I need more milk.
I need my milk.
I need more milk.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. I'm gonna go kiss the cat. Sha-la-la-la-la, my oh my. Looks like the cat's too shy. You gotta kiss the cat.
That's pretty good. I knew you were gonna go for that. I knew it.